You ever feel like you had to dim your light to make other people feel comfortable about themselves? I know sometimes we get into situations where we know that we're better than people and we can show it, but we don't want to because we don't want to make them feel insecure about themselves. This is a bad trait that we sometimes do because we want to keep the peace, or we want to keep the friendship or the partnership, because we feel like if we shine, we going to embarrass them and they gonna leave us. At least that's how I felt. Because I know, like, when I played football and like the coach told us to do something, I would get it just like that. And everybody else would be like, oh my God. And I kind of like, oh, let me slow down a little bit because I want to keep the camaraderie. I want to keep the togetherness. You know what I'm saying? And as a kid, you want friendship so bad. You want friendships, partnerships, relationships so bad that you kind of dim yourself a little bit to fit in with everybody else. And I developed this as a kid and I grew up with this. So when I got into relationships, I did the same thing. When I got into partnerships, when I worked at jobs, I did the same thing because I wanted the camaraderie. I wanted the friendships. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want for people to feel insecure about themselves. And the hard thing that I learned is that by me doing that, I slowed myself down. I slowed my progress down so that people could keep up with me. And when it was my turn, they didn't do the same thing for me. You know what I'm saying? So I always tell you not to dim your light. Don't ever dim your light. It don't matter. And I wish my father was in my life to tell me this. Like, don't ever dim your light, son. Like, it don't matter. If they your real friends, they gonna support you. If not, they ain't meant to be in your life. So I'm telling you, don't dim your light for nobody. I don't care who it is, because I've got into relationships where I didn't have to, but I dimmed my light because I didn't want her to feel insecure about herself. I wanted her to shine in front of her family and friends and my family and friends. So I played the back role and I let her shine. But the bad thing about that is that when I wanted to shine, they get so used to you dimming your light, they want you to continue dimming your light. And so when I wanted to shine, it never came. And then when you're not operating in your full potential, you lose yourself. And I lost myself in my relationships and my marriages because I dimmed my light. You know, I missed out on opportunities in sports because I dimmed my light. And by me playing the background role and dimming my light, other people got opportunities. They got advancements. They got opportunities to play varsity. They got scholarships. They got looks. They got popularity. They got, like, it was stuff that I know I could have obtained, but I dimmed my light and I fell back so other people could get them and could feel secure about themselves, right? It was times in relationships where I could have shined. I could have shined in front of her family. I could have made her look bad, but I didn't. I let her do it. Even if it was the wrong thing to do, I let her do it because I knew that it was very important for her to have that look, to have that image. I don't really care. Bad thing about me is I don't care about imagery. I don't care about looking good in front of people's eyes. I just do me. But the thing about it is God created you to shine. He created you. You're a light to the world. You're a salt to the world. He created you to shine. But when you shine, you got to know what comes with that. When you shine, you a light, it exposes everything around you. It exposes people's inadequacies around you, right? And I was immature with this light. I didn't know really what it was. I didn't like it in the beginning because it was like I would do something and it'd be more advanced than everybody else, and everybody would be like, man, come on, man, like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was faster than everybody else. I was better than everybody else. I could jump higher than everybody else. I was smarter than everybody else. Like, I was just always advanced. And I knew that it's because I have a light for the world. but I didn't like it because it was causing me to isolate. It was causing me to be isolated from everybody else, and I didn't want to be isolated from everybody else. I wanted to be together. I wanted to have friends, have girlfriends, have whatever, my cousins, everything. I wanted to be with people. It was times where I was offered opportunity to play varsity, and I was like, nah, I want to play with my cousins. It was opportunities where I could have played above my grade level in sports because the coaches wanted me. But I was like, nah, I want to play with my cousins. I want to play with this. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I always been that type of person. But the con of dimming your light is you lose yourself. And when you lose yourself, you lose your identity. And when you lose your identity, negative thoughts come to your head and stuff like that. So in my marriage, my previous marriage, I did that. I dimmed my light for my ex. And when I dimmed my light, I lost my identity and I became what she wanted me to become. She wanted me to become a little version of myself so she could feel good about herself. So when I became that, I lost myself. And when I lost myself, I started having suicidal thoughts and all these crazy emotions, anxiety, depression, and all this stuff. And I'm like, what's going on? It took me to walk away from that situation to realize God told me I've been dimming my light, and then I'm not supposed to dim my light, right? You're not supposed to dim your light. If you shining, make somebody else insecure or whatever, leave them. They're not meant to be in your life. And that's where I messed up at. I dimmed my light. And I'm sharing this with you because I'm telling you, don't dim your light for nobody. If they don't like you for who you are and you shining, they not meant to be in your life. It's friends that I had to cut off because I could feel their energy, their vibe. They didn't want me to be the shine. They didn't want me to shine. And now that I'm walking in my purpose, I'm shining. I'm shining to the world. This YouTube channel is me walking in my purpose and me shining my light to the world. Me opening myself to the world and showing y'all my light. So I advise you to don't dim your light. Shine. Shine bright like a diamond because God created you to be that. If you can relate to this video and you're a real one and you are light to the world and you want to shine your light or you in the process of shining your light, man, like this video, comment below. Let me know what you think, man. Let's talk. And subscribe to the channel, man, for more content like this. Yep.